Hi, I'm Emily. Before I dive into my story, please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to me and helps share my story with others who might be facing similar struggles. Life as a single mother was never easy, but I was determined to give my daughter, Lily, the best life possible. I worked multiple jobs, from waitressing to freelance graphic design, just to make ends meet. Then my brother David stepped in. David had always been the golden child, smart, charismatic, and now incredibly wealthy. One summer evening, as Lily played in the garden, David visited us. He looked around our modest living room and said, "Em, I want to help. Let me fund Lily's education, from elementary to college." I was taken aback. "David, that's too much. I can't accept that." He insisted, "I have more money than I know what to do with. Let me do this for family. But I need a favor. Help me manage my new business venture. You've got a knack for this." I was hesitant, but the thought of Lily attending the best schools was too tempting. "Okay, David, I'll help you, but Lily's education is the priority." Years passed, and I poured my soul into David's business. It was booming, or so I thought. One late night, while reconciling accounts, I discovered discrepancies. Huge sums of money were missing. Confronting David was the hardest thing I had ever done. We met at his luxurious office, the skyline of the city glimmering behind him. "David, where's the money going? This isn't adding up." He leaned back in his chair, a cold smile on his face. "Emily, you're imagining things. The business is thriving. Don't worry your pretty little head about it." "But the numbers, David, they don't lie. What about Lily's education fund?" He stood up, his demeanor changing. "You should be grateful I've given you a job at all. Lily's education? I've changed my mind. I'm not a charity, Emily." I felt my heart shatter. "But you promised, David. You promised." He shrugged. "Promises are made to be broken. You're on your own, sis." Walking out of his office, I felt a mixture of betrayal, anger, and fear. How would I tell Lily that her dreams were being snatched away? How could my own brother do this to us? But little did I know, this was just the beginning of a long journey of struggle, triumph, and eventual justice. David's greed had sown seeds of his own downfall, and karma was waiting just around the corner. After David's betrayal, life took a nosedive. I remember sitting with Lily at our small kitchen table, her college brochures spread out in front of us. Her eyes were full of dreams I could no longer afford. "Mom, I can't wait for college. Do you think Uncle David will come to my graduation?" Lily asked with a smile. I bit my lip, holding back tears. "Honey, I have something to tell you about college." That conversation broke my heart. Lily, always understanding, hugged me tight. "It's okay, Mom. We'll figure this out together." Determined to turn our lives around, I started using my graphic design skills to create custom artwork. I transformed our living room into a makeshift studio and began selling my pieces online. "Mom, look, you got another order." Lily would often burst in with excitement, her support unwavering. The business was slow at first, but I didn't give up. I promoted my work at local fairs and on social media. People started recognizing my talent, and orders began pouring in. Then, a local news station caught wind of my story. I was hesitant at first, but Lily encouraged me. "Mom, your story could inspire others. Let's do it." The day of the interview, I was a bundle of nerves. The reporter, a kind woman named Sarah, sat up in our living room. "Emily, tell us how you managed to turn adversity into opportunity." As the camera rolled, I shared my story. After losing everything, I realized the only way back was to rely on myself and my passion. Every art piece I create is a step towards a better future for my daughter. The interview aired, and the response was overwhelming. Orders flooded in, and my small business turned into a thriving venture. But more than the financial success, it was the community support that touched me the most. "Mom, you're like a local celebrity now," Lily would tease, but I could see the pride in her eyes. Our bond strengthened through these trials, and we found happiness in our simple yet fulfilling life. However, as our fortunes rose, David's empire began to crumble. His greed and deception had set the stage for his downfall, and karma was ready to play its part. Life has a funny way of coming full circle. After my interview aired, the ripples it caused went far beyond boosting my business. It unwittingly shone a light on David's murky dealings. One morning, I received a call from an old friend and former employee of David's. "Emily, have you seen the news? Your interview, it's caused a stir. People are asking questions about David's business." I was stunned. My story was meant to inspire, not ignite a scandal. But as the days passed, David's empire began to crumble. Clients started pulling out, fearing association with his now questionable ethics. Then came the shocker. David's wife, the one who stood by him through thick and thin, left him. Not quietly, though. She made sure the world knew why she was leaving, taking a substantial part of his wealth with her. "David, how could you let this happen?" I remember overhearing her shout during a heated argument in his office, which was now being foreclosed. "You promised me a life of luxury, not disgrace." David, once a picture of arrogance, looked defeated. I didn't think it would come to this." The final blow came when an anonymous tip led to a full-blown investigation into his financial activities. It was later revealed that the tip came from a former employee who was inspired by my story to speak up. "Mr. David Thompson, you are under arrest for embezzlement and fraud," the lead investigator announced as David was led away in handcuffs. The sight was surreal, yet I felt no joy in his downfall. As for me, I focused on my business, which was now more than just a means to an end. It was a symbol of my resilience, my refusal to be broken by life's cruel twists. Lily was thriving too, her future bright once more. But the sweetest victory? Refusing to forgive David. "Emily, please, I need help," he begged during a prison visit. I looked at him, the brother I once admired, now just a shadow of his former self. "You made your choice, David. I've made mine. Goodbye." As I walked away, I realized that while David faced his legal and personal consequences, I had found something far more valuable: my strength, my independence, and a life filled with purpose and love. So, to those watching, remember this: no matter how tough things get, never lose hope. Stand tall and trust that karma will take care of the rest. Now that our story has reached its conclusion, here's a thought-provoking question for you all. If you were in Emily's shoes, would you have been able to refuse forgiveness to David? Or do you believe in second chances regardless of the past? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss this complex moral dilemma. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more captivating tales. Your support helps us bring more stories like this to life. Remember, every like, comment, and subscription makes a huge difference. Thank you for being a part of our storytelling journey.